Welcome to another episode of Unstructured, weekly podcast that is just unstructured. It happens whenever, but we'll try and make sure that you get content at least once or twice per week. Just sit back, relax. That's what it's about. Today I was talking to one of my coworkers and we were there waiting for the buses to arrive, and a parent pulled up and Brent was rather upset because, as you know, I'm a teacher. I was rather upset because I guess something happened, regular things in the morning and stuff. And he came out of the car and he was upset. He's like, I'm so upset, go whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, deal with what you have to deal with. And when he came back in a different tone. So I guess whatever the situation was, it was dealt with well. But he came back, and the only thing I could say to him was, don't let anybody steal your joy. And I'm like, oftentimes as teachers in my profession, as doctors, as lawyers, as people in the service industry, people in the restaurants industry or service industry, anybody, sometimes we allow other people to steal that joy that we probably wake up with. We probably get up with a song in our hearts. Like some mornings I get up just singing, where did the song come from? I'm like, but we just get up with a song, a scripture, if you're into church, if you're into the world, maybe it's a song of the world, who knows, or a little quote or a saying from somebody. You get up with something, and by the time you reach outside, somebody bad driving, it becomes that darn piece of or you get so upset. But always try and remember, don't let anyone steal your joy. It's important to maintain your joy, maintain your happiness, maintain your health. I'm learning that, hey, not everybody in this world is going to be like you. Not everybody in this world is going to want you to be happy. Not everybody in this world is happy. And if you're happy, try to spread that joy with somebody else who is not that happy. And then we were there talking, me and my coworker, we were outside chilling and talking, and a thought came to me. I was like, back in the days, heck, parents used to be afraid of teachers. Students used to be afraid of teachers, and it's like, no, nobody's afraid of teachers. Teachers are actually the one afraid of kids. Teachers are actually the ones who are afraid of parents. Back then parents used to listen to teachers, and teachers used to be so put on this high, and now it's like, where are we? What have we done to lose that position that we were on high with? And I'm like, boy, we really need to take back ourselves as teachers, as people in education. We need to take back ourselves. We're already setting standard as it relates to academics. Our bosses are requiring this, and we require things of ourselves, because believe it or not, you have your own expectations of yourself. You're expecting greatness. You want your kids to be great. You try to dress a certain way so your kids can see, that you're well put together. This is what I want for you. Demure. But this is what I want for you. And, oftentimes too, I think as teachers, we're the ones who cause the problem. We're the ones who cause the disrespect to happen to us, because we lower our standards, or other people lower the standards, and then when somebody come to us, the teacher before us lowered their standard, so they expect us to do the same, and we fall in that trap of lowering our standard because we want to make this person like us, or we want to make this scholar like us, or we want to have this relationship, so it allow us to do that. For me, it's going to be the same. Heck yeah, it's going to be the same. I'm not lowering nothing unless I want to, and I'm not going to lower it to please nobody but myself. You understand me? I mean, we have a lot that we need to really look into, these days, as people in the education field. I'm more led to talk about education field today because I've seen some stuff. I've been looking at some stuff. The expectations are up here, but yet still we are down here. It's a lot of things that we need to take a step back and look as, people in charge of, the system, people who set the rules, the stakeholders, just as a whole. We need to really, look back and think of some stuff. Boy, I remember going to school. School was elementary school. I grew up in Jamaica, so, it was primary school and basic school and stuff. But basically, it's equivalent to like the elementary school in the US. And I remember just having to go outside and run and play hopscotch. We used to play this thing called dandy shandy. Just go outside and unwind, to be able to talk to your friends, to be able to say, hey, what did you do? Or talk about dolls. I remember talking to my neighbor with dolls that we used to pretend to be Ken and Barbie and stuff like that crazy. But hey, if you didn't do that, then you weren't living. We used to pretend to be like Ken and Barbie, human Ken and Barbie, and oh, I like you, we got married. We were silly, but those were the days. These kids nowadays are trapped behind a phone, trapped behind a screen, trapped behind the noise in my background is a screen. But I love that screen because she's not on this podcast, which is good. So excuse the noise in the background, and I hope it's not a copyright thing. But we just, I just, it's just a lot to think about as we go through life and we want to be happy. Everybody wants to live a happy life. Everybody wants to be stress free. Everybody wants to live that demure, that what do you call it? So mindful. So I'm still learning what all this is. But, I just wish schools would go back to being school and not just a test score. Not just, hey, I am teaching to get my kids to pass this test, or teaching to get my kids to ace a test so that my boss can see this, or so that I can reach this, or be highlighted as this, or knowledge for this. How about just teaching? Because at the end of the day, our kids, our students, that the persons that we are in charge of for the 8 hours of the day, they need to learn these skills. They need to learn these content areas to get through life. I was watching this thing this morning about why is school important. And I was like, darn right, why is it so important? And then why teachers pay so low and we teach everybody. And it was talking about two guys. Honestly, I don't remember the names, which I should remember. I think one of them is the guy from Apple too. I'm not sure. And they were saying these people drop out. They didn't have no big what do you call it? GPA. It wasn't no 4.0. It was no 3.9. These people, some of them were dropouts, and they created so many things, and most of the things that they created, we're using it. We're shopping at, like Whole Foods, Amazon. Excuse me. They were talking about these people, and I'm like, oh my God! I'm here going to school, and I can't even build a platform. But for me, slow and steady. A podcast was something that dropped into my spirit, and I'm still wondering if it is something for me, because I really don't like see myself on the screen. This is just not me. But I want to talk. I want to talk. I want to invite people in my medium. I want to be able to reach person, maybe motivate one person. Maybe, as I said earlier, create a joy factor for that one person who might just come on just to hear something positive, or something I have to say to make them laugh, or something for them to think about. But yeah, I am trying this because even though I don't like hearing my voice, I don't like seeing myself on camera. To me, I just feel like I'm the huge, and then I'm all up in the camera too. But hey, I just want to reach even one person with this platform, Unstructured. And I also do crafting, printing t-shirts, cups, stuff like that through Inspired Design by me. So that's another thing that came into my spirit. And I just want to build my platform. I said to myself, by the time I get to 40, something must be there. And that's the goal I set for myself. And I'm hoping to achieve that goal. And I'm hoping that if you set a goal for yourself today, or 10 years ago, or 2 years ago, or 1 minute ago, it is my prayer for you that you live to fulfill that goal, to see that goal come to life. People say YOLO, you only live once. But you live every day. You wake up every day. The mere fact that you wake up, you're living. You only live once. Use each moment, each day as an opportunity to get one step closer to your goal, one step closer to your dream, one step closer to whatever it is that you want to achieve. And trust me, I won't stop. I might slow down, but I won't stop. It might take me 5 years, but I won't stop. And I'm encouraging you. Things might not be what you want it to be now, because right now things are not what I want it to be. but I have hope. And for me, I'm a believer, so I trust in God, and I know that He will see me through. He's going to make a way where there seems to be no way. And as I close today's podcast, I want to say, hey, be that joy factor for somebody. Be that joy. Be it for yourself too. Not only for somebody else. Be it for yourself. Think about yourself too. Selfish enough this year, I said, I'm thinking about me. I'm doing me. I'm trying to make sure that I am okay. And I've been doing good with that. To be honest, I've been doing darn good with that. Damn good with it, to be honest. And I want you to think about you. Set your weather, set your tone. That's something that we say at my school. You make the weather. Make your weather. Don't make it cold. Don't make it too cold. Don't make it too hot. Make it just right, just for you. And I will see you again on Unstructured sometime. Some unstructured time. I'll pop back in. Have a great night. Be safe. Keep warm if you're in the US. If you're in Jamaica, turn on the fan. But don't make the light bill too high. Blessings.